today's Skylark Soundbite. My name is Jen and I'm the youth pastor here at Skylark Church, and I am 32 weeks pregnant, so I am melting in this heat right now, but still have something to share with you. One of the things that I've really kind of wrestled with, struggled with over lockdown is just knowing when to take it easy and to be kind to myself and slow down, and knowing when that slowing down is actually probably a little bit more of laziness, and whether to push through. It feels like our house has two different settings at the moment. It's either clean, tidy, lovely, beautiful, or atrocious. It's like there's no middle ground right now. It's just either or. And it's hard work, especially being pregnant. Shout out to my husband Aaron, who's been amazing. But I've just been thinking today really about that kind of balance of when you wake up, like kind of pondering, how do I feel today? And I listened to something recently which encouraged you to journal, and I kind of did that for, you know, a whole one day. I journaled and I just kind of tried to figure out, like, how am I feeling today? Because there is this spectrum, this kind of wave that we're all on, and especially if you're living with someone else, you might find that one day you're up here and they're down here, and you're like, come on, what's wrong with you? And then a couple of days later you switch, and then it's the other way around, and then you're like, I don't want to be happy, I'm fed up of this. And it's just so important to know where you're at and how you're feeling and where your temperament is for that day or for that moment, and then going with that and being honest with yourself. Because like I said, sometimes I do feel like I'm doing too much, I need to chill. And then sometimes that kind of just turns into, do you know what, I've chilled for like 2 weeks now. Maybe I need to do something and just like push a little bit, and just being really aware. And it kind of got me thinking about this chapter in the Bible, although I'll focus on a short bit, and it's Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And it's like there is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to mend and a time to tear. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. And then it kind of goes on to say, like, God has made everything beautiful in his time, and how, you know, God is in control and God has given us this gift of life. And ultimately, my little paraphrase is, it's like, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. And there are all these different things, like there are different times. There are going to be days to mope a bit. There are going to be days to feel exhausted, or moments. And then on the flip side, there are going to be days to be excited and to celebrate. And I feel like, especially as we kind of like teeter on the edge of like moving out of this, knowing what day it is, metaphorically, is really, really helpful. So I guess I just want to encourage you to do that, like to think about it, think about how you feel, think about what is this day like. If I'm being 100% honest with myself, if I'm journaling it, how do I feel today? And is that a feeling that I need to snap out of? Or is that a feeling that, like, can I be kind to myself and just let myself feel that for a bit? And then be respectful if somebody else doesn't feel the same way as you. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you today. And then verse 13, verse 12, I know that there is nothing better to do for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction. This is the gift of God. God wants us to enjoy our lives. So even if you've had a bit of moping, you've had a bit of low energy days, try and turn it around, or at least turn it around for somebody else, because God wants us to enjoy our lives, and I want to enjoy my life, and I hope you do too.